Welcome to Sex and the One, the podcast with B and KV.
Getting down and dirty about all things love, life, sex, dating, and relationships.
Welcome back. Oh, welcome. You know me, don't you? What do I love the most when I come home from work late at night? What do I do?
Reality TV?
Yeah, I do reality TV, but I've also been watching some real TV.
Ooh.
Real TV. I mean, TV series.
Can I tell you, my TV's not even plugged into stuff.
Girl, how do you switch off? You do TikTok, though.
Yes.
Yeah.
I doom scroll.
And you do watch movies and stuff.
Yeah. And I
when
do
you're in the mood.
Sometimes. Well, I watch movies. I have movie night with my kids.
I love that for you. Oh, I didn't put my phone on this thing. Anyway, I need to talk about this.
Okay.
I need to get it off my chest. The summer I turned pretty. Spoiler alert for anyone that's listening that watches, like, stop now. I'll give you a second to pause and catch up to date and join and listen to this once you've watched it.
Okay.
Or
She's
read
about
it.
to spoiler me, but that's okay.
So basically,
I'll be spoiled.
I'm taking it. You have no fucking idea what I'm talking
I
about.
have no fucking idea what you're talking about.
All right. So, two best friends.
Yeah.
They are from Boston. Basically, they live in Massachusetts, Boston.
Right.
And they each have two children each. One's a girl and a boy, Belly and Stephen. And the other two's Jeremiah and Conrad. Right? So they spend every summer together, you know, as you do. It's like the Hamptons of that particular area. So they go to cousins every year, and there's a 3-part series of books called The Summer I Turned Pretty, and each book is a different year. So every year that they go back, there's more stories to be told because they stay the whole summer, right? Their whole summer holidays. And it basically starts when they arrive, and she's a teenager now. So you've missed all the years before that of them, you know, forming beautiful bonds, like, you know, brother-sister relationships. Like, they know each other very, very well. Anyway, it's a love triangle, right?
Of course it is.
So Bally's in the middle, and she's always had this thing for Conrad.
Right.
But he is the guy, he's the misunderstood guy.
Right.
That... He's the older brother, so he will do something to protect his brother, or he'll say yes to things just because he knows that that's the right thing to do, but not because he wants to do that.
Right.
So he and Belly get together first.
How old are they?
We're talking teenage love, like beautiful.
Like 15?
16. She turned 16 in the first season.
Right.
Right, and he's 2 years older than her, so 18-ish, and then she celebrates her 21st birthday in the last one. So it's over like that 3-4 year period, right? Mm-hmm. Well, it's more than that.
I'm going to say 6 years.
Not good at maths.
That's okay.
And sometimes I sit there, and I've spoken to girlfriends about this. I'm like, why the fuck are we sitting here watching teenage romance? Like, what is it about it? And I put it down to love. Like, I love the love.
Yeah.
And I was telling Anth about it because he's like, so what is this? And he actually caught me watching the last episode, like the most recent episode 8, season 3 people. He sat there and watched it with me and was like, this is really sad. Like, he got all the feels and was like, I want to watch it. I can't even wait to find out what happens next week. I went and bought the 3rd book.
Right.
Just so I could get up to date and not wait.
So you would know already what's going to happen. Is it following the book closely?
From what I'm gathering, I feel like the TV show is more descriptive than what the book is. Like, the book's an easy read. I haven't finished it. I just started it yesterday. I went and bought it and literally was like, I'm going to read this.
I want to find out what happens.
Yeah. So anyway, episode 9 comes out on Wednesday, people. But so she's in love with Conrad, whatever. She thinks she loves like, she doesn't even see the other brother coming, but the other brother's like the underdog that will fuck things up for her and Conrad, and no one knows that he's done that. Like, that he's, you know, there's this envy and jealousy underlying their relationship and him observing it. He wants her. He loves her. Anyway, they end up being together for like 4+ years whilst they're in college because Conrad fucks it up. Like, because he just can't be honest about his feelings. His mum has just passed away from cancer. Like, he's dealing with all of that, and he just can't say, I feel this way about you. Like, he wants Belly to be happy, and if that's with his brother, then that's where it needs to be. And we're all looking at the screen going, no, like, this is not how it's meant to be. Like, we know that you're meant to be together.
And so why
am I sitting there watching it?
Why is he doing that?
I don't know. I honestly think it's to protect them both. Like, he's got that older brother, older sibling sort of character, and he just never sits with his emotions, and he's just always fleeting. Whenever something gets too hard, he runs away. He, moved to the other side of the state to live in California, to go to Stanford and study medicine, so then he wouldn't have to see her. Like, she has this pull over him, and the way it's described and articulated in the book and in the movie, in this TV show, it's just beautiful.
Why is that so good, that he's not being honest and saying the truth? And
no. What is good is the drama, and the storyline and for the plot. But what I love is how they show how much he loves her, because they do like the whole monologue thing in your head and what he's saying and the way he looks at her, and
so it's nice
acting.
to see a man in love.
It is so nice.
So they break up?
Well, they break up, and he starts suffering from panic attacks, right? And at the funeral, Belly goes upstairs and captures him lying on some other girl whilst she thinks like something's going on, but nothing's going on. He admits, like, the year later, he's like, I was having a panic attack and she was just consoling me. But that turn of events is what swayed her to hate him. So he didn't even have the guts to say, this is actually what happened, because the next minute she's with Jeremiah. She's with the next brother.
Right.
It's just juicy drama. Anyway, she spends like over 4 years with this brother. She finds out that he cheats on her on a Mexican Cabo spring break trip.
Is this the Jeremiah?
Yep, the other brother. And she decides to get back with him. And on the day that she gets back with him, he proposes to her prematurely. So they're like set to get engaged. Everyone's against it. The mum's against it. The dad's against it. No one wants to support their marriage. They're in their early 20s, yeah? She's 20, turning 21. And you can understand if you watch it, like, why. I understand that. Anyway, everyone gets on board in the end. But at the wedding on that day, it doesn't go ahead. Because Conrad is like, I love you. Like, I love you. I've always loved you. It's just amazing. Anyway, that's where we're up to, okay?
Okay.
So she doesn't get married, and Jeremiah knew all along that she loved Conrad, but he was gone with it because he genuinely thought that they could make something work, and they just couldn't. So they just couldn't.
Do you
Love
think,
triumphs all.
How do you think this then relates to real life? Like, number one, why do people love this stuff? And number two, why do people try to make relationships work with the wrong people? Like, they're my two questions out of this.
Well, I think lots of people actually try to make relationships. They make relationships work with the wrong person, and that's why our divorce rates are probably what they are, I guess. There's not many, like, I think the circles the women I hang around, I don't know, I think they all love their husbands from what I'm gathering, and they're willing to do anything and put in the effort to make the marriage work. Like, it's not easy. It's very difficult, but I think, people don't want to be vulnerable, and people are scared. And if they are ashamed to leave, or they're scared to make that choice and not know what's on the other side, like that whole uncertainty and the unknown isn't sometimes for people that's scarier than just staying.
I'm sure most of the time it's scarier than staying. A lot of people have to require something to be really, really, really significant to leave relationships. Yeah. Me included. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
But that wasn't even enough for her. That wasn't enough when she found all that out, and he slept with someone else.
Right.
Anyway, so I've just done some research about breaking up.
You want to talk about some breakup stories?
I just wanted to talk about breaking up.
That was her prelude to breakup stories, people.
Aside from the love, I mean, if you've got a great love story, share it. But that's not really what this podcast is about.
It's not this week.
Not this week. But the first fact I found out was that, did you know, and I don't know why, I will find out, but maybe give me some of your thoughts. December 11th is the most common day of the year to break up.
Is that to file for a divorce or to break up?
Break up. Why do you think? Is it just because it's before Christmas? Get out of buying presents.
No, they're planning Christmas with the family and they're going, I just can't do
Yes.
Christmas with your family one more year. I don't like you enough or something. I don't know.
I think December's like a very pivotal month of the year. It's like you're going into that next chapter of the year. You're seeing family.
Yeah.
Do I want this person at the family functions? There's a lot.
Yeah,
That comes
mine was
up.
February 8th, so
February
I don't know.
8th?
Yeah, 2010,
Yeah.
February 8th.
Anthony and I broke up in March the first time, so no, I can't relate to December.
Yeah, neither can I.
No.
What other facts you got there?
Okay, this is a story. Are you ready?
Yes.
A radio listener in New Zealand shared that she was recovering from cancer. Okay. And her partner had taken her on this walk. So she'd recovered and they were going down to the beach to watch the sunset. So she prepares, she gets all dressed up and she's like, I know what's about to happen here. Like, I'm ready for this, you know. And he stood by her through the treatment, or so she thought. He got down on one knee after 10 years and he turns around to her and he says, prank, I slept with your best friend.
Is that real?
It's a real story. She called the New Zealand radio station and shared this story.
Did he want to really hurt
And he broke up with her.
Like,
Yep. She was fucking heartbroken. Like, she obviously years later she's sharing the story and she can share it without that emotion. But
how old were they? Please tell me they were like in their teenage years.
I don't think so, from what I'm gathering. Anyway, happy ending. She now has a baby and she recovered from cervical cancer and she married someone else. So that was the best thing that could have happened.
Oh, prank. Jeepers. Fuck.
After this breakup, the boyfriend went to jail. So she booked all the visits for the year in advance so no one else could go visit him just to get
Oh.
I think that was funny.
Solid plan.
That was really funny. I mean, who would think of that shit?
Who'd
Who'd be so
I
vindictive?
feel really awkward about these things because I'm like, save your energy for you.
I agree.
Do you know, like,
I agree.
like the anger and the hatred and all that stuff, like it's wasted on them. Like
So wasted.
they're gone. You don't have to think about them ever again. You know?
I don't know. Is this revenge or is it, is being vindictive revenge? Yes, it is. Isn't
Yeah.
it? Like, revenge is a very harsh word. And if you can't get over, like you're saying, and you're going to put your energy into the wrong areas, like, what's going to come back?
Yeah.
Listen to this one.
Okay.
She found the boyfriend or the ex's dad on Tinder, so she slept with him. He was recently divorced, and she sent the
God, that
boyfriend,
made me
the
snort.
ex-boyfriend, a photo, but blocked him before he could respond.
Oh my wordy lordy. So did she
know.
sleep with the father?
Yeah, found him on Tinder. He was recently divorced, so she started. I don't think she'd ever met him, from what I'm gathering, because he would have known, obviously.
But she knew he was the dad. And so she slept with the son
Yep.
and then she slept with the father.
Yep. And then sent him a picture of them like lying in bed together whilst he didn't know. And
I wonder who was better.
I know.
I'm tipping
Fascinating.
the dad. Yeah.
You reckon? Oh, so you're saying you're going for an older
Well, because
man?
in this instance, I'm imagining like a 20-year-old guy, and then the dad's like 45. That's what I'm. That's
Oh,
what I'm
still in your
picturing
age
my
category,
head.
maybe.
Yeah, yeah. We always make things work to our inner dialogue, don't we?
What about this wife made a birthday cake for her husband using the text messages between her husband and his side chick? And this is I have to post this photo somewhere. I want people to see it. It's hilarious. Like I think I found it on social media. So
Let's put it in
she's
the
put it
naked
out there.
circle.
The Naked Circle.
Our special Facebook group. Go
So-
looking for us.
The rice cake image is, babe, I miss you so much. When are you coming over? She responds, I miss you too, love. Maybe next Saturday. He responds, my stupid wife needs me this week for some house stuff. She responds, I hate her. You promised to break up with her. He responds, I know, I will soon. I'm so tired of her. You can't imagine. Can't wait to see you this Saturday. Love, heart. And she fucking got this message and made the biggest cake and put the image on the cake and served him the cake.
And went, yeah,
Fuck you, motherfucker.
yeah. I'd like to say I was that dramatic. Actually, I did do something dramatic when I separated.
What was the dramatic thing you did?
I had, because I arranged the whole thing so the kids would have the best experience out of the worst thing that ever was going to happen to them. So I kind of like pre-planned it all. But because he came home and my kids weren't there and I wasn't there, I did put all of his clothes onto the front lawn, like in bags, like not like thrown out the front lawn. But then I did smash the wedding photo and put that on top of all the stuff. But my sister came, and because she was going to be there for when he got there, so we had the whole thing pre-planned, like during the day. And she took it.
She took the photo.
Yeah, and put it in her car. Yeah, she put it. Yeah, she kept it.
So you don't have.
So he didn't see the evidence of my. She goes,
of your destruction.
She goes. What if that, like, she was concerned that would make me look bad in a certain circumstance down the track, like in court or something like that. And I'm like,
isn't that a normal reaction?
I'm like, he's not taking me to court for the kids.
I know, but that really
wasn't going to happen.
Different perspective, hey?
Yeah, well, she just didn't see things the way I did. But I mean, I didn't even do that. I was angry, but I wasn't like, it was like I meant to do it.
Yeah.
I would do it again.
It's like going to a smash room when you're angry.
Yeah, you're like, hello. I've got another story, actually.
Oh, yeah, tell me the story.
Someone was telling me this the other day. This guy had been married to his wife for 20, 30 years or whatever, like raised all his kids. He's got adult kids. And his wife went through a long battle with cancer and died. Okay. And 6 weeks later, he was with another new woman and, was with her for a number of years. Mm-hmm. And she actually, unfortunately, became diagnosed with cancer. And he went, I can't do this again. And so
I just left her.
Well, he went to the hospital to visit her when she was having treatment and said, I can't do this. Yep.
Oh, fucking asshole.
Yeah. Yep. And his adult children are like, my dad's like not a good person.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, and that's clearly someone who never dealt with it the first time.
Yeah.
So therefore can't do it again. Apparently and I'm going to get the stat wrong, so I'm not going to say the stat, but apparently a lot more men leave women when there's a sickness. Yeah. Than women do men. Yeah.
That's pretty challenging vow to uphold, eh?
Yeah.
I don't know. I think you stick by no matter what, but that's how I feel. I'm not in that situation. I don't know.
Yeah, I suppose it's tricky though, because just say Anth, and when I'm not actually meaning Anth.
I know.
Okay, I'm saying in theory.
Yes.
What if he has a car accident and loses his memory? And,
oh my gosh!
And
have you seen a movie like
that?
Yeah, that's sad.
Yeah. I've seen couples like that. So the guy is in an aged care facility, even though he's 35, but his brain doesn't work. Like he's, you would call it dementia or what, I don't know. There's obviously names for it that I wouldn't know. And they're no longer the person that they were. Like, are you then from 37 years old gonna remain with someone who's not all there for the rest of your life? That's tricky, hey?
I feel like that's grief, and it's harder to deal with knowing that they're actually alive and they're in the physical presence, like in your physical presence, and them not being able to share whether they want you to move on or not move on. You're not having those conversations, are you? You're not being like, oh, if this happens to you, like, what would you want me to do? It's not like that. So I think I'd stick by him for as long as I bloody could. Yeah. But, I wouldn't be looking for it, put it that way.
And you would. But it's like there's always a but, isn't there? There's always a whole different series of circumstances. I'm, as you know, a believer in. I think it's the minority that actually is forever, and I think the majority. I don't actually necessarily judge the people that can't go through those things.
Yeah,
they can't go through the cancer. And I had someone come up to me the other day and say that their partner had said to them, "If you get cancer, I'm out."
Really?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Like, if you got cancer, I'm not going to be able to handle that. You'll have to handle that on your own.
Okay. I don't know.
Yeah. So, it's honest.
It is honest. But I don't know how you can say that if you don't know what the journey is actually going to look like.
No.
Like it's preemptive of.
Well, I think it's like the humanity wants this forever thing about lots of things, don't they? I want this to be forever. I want that to be forever. We don't know what's going to happen.
Well, nothing's forever. Not even like, yeah. No, it's not.
You know, like, so we've got this fantasy about things being like staying as they are.
Yeah.
And like I'm now up to the bit where I'm like, ooh, this is exciting. What's this? I mean, 5 years ago, did I think I was going to have a podcast talking to you? Like fucking write it and tell everyone every single detail about my sex life? No,
you didn't. No.
But like, it's like, ooh, what's this? And then, you know, then all the people that resonated with that. And now, you know, we talk about sex all the time. We talk about it all day, every day. Like, how cool is that? Like, didn't see that coming.
Yeah.
And will this be forever? No.
No.
It'll come to a natural conclusion at some point, like hopefully, you know, a long time down the track. But, you know, like everything has its purpose. So.
I remember the first time I broke up with Anth. Well, it was mutual. That's how we're going to put it. And we were 17, for God's sakes, right?
Yes.
I was 17. I was at my cousin's wedding. We were both, he was invited with his dad, and I was obviously invited. I was in the bridal party. And it was in March, and we broke up for the first time, and that was the last time I saw him. Like, I have a photo with him at the wedding.
Wow.
And then because I was in year 12 and he was doing his pre-apprenticeship, whatever, and he was working, it actually just, that was the last time. And then it fizzled out over the phone, and we were just like, yep, mutually, this is it. And that was that breakup. But this other breakup I have to tell you about.
Yeah.
The toxic guy.
Yeah.
Holy fucking shitballs. It was dramatic. So goddamn dramatic. Anyway, he fought for me. So let's...
I was about to say, I think I speak for everyone when I say, what the fuck happened?
So, how old was I? I was at uni. So I would have been, 19, 20-ish. Because I had my 21st birthday and Anth was back. Because my best friend at my 21st, in my speech, this is what she said: "Thank God Anth's back." That was like the first line that Ash said.
Wow.
It's like, she still talks about it to this day. She's like, thank God, because no one could stand me being with this other guy.
Right.
He was not for me. I was not for him. Like, and sometimes, I want to talk about that actually, like amicable breakups. Like, sometimes you just need to accept that, like you said, not everything is forever. And there are some compatibilities that you just don't.
Yep.
You just don't connect enough to stay together for that period of time. And he just didn't get that. And we were on a break for ages. Like, you know, it was like that slow burn, you know, when you're mentally out, but you're physically, you know, we weren't together in that time. But, like, we're on a break. So you say we're on a break, and I didn't do anything wrong in that time. Like, I didn't cheat on him. There was nothing going on. Like, when you're on a break, who cares? You can actually do anything you want. You're not together.
Yes.
It's taking a pause to see if you are the right person for me, if I want to continue this relationship or not. And I was very clear about that. Anyway, he's the guy that I have mentioned before, left his wallet at home.
Oh, right.
He's that guy, right?
He's the wallet man.
He's the wallet man. And, okay, so I'm at uni, and he knows which exit I, like, walk out of, like, in the city. And he used to work in the city. So he basically stalked me to find out where I was leaving, and he pulled up his car as I was crossing the road, and he's like, stop. And we were on the break, and he's like, I just don't want this to end. Like, it has to end.
How old are you at this point?
I'm 19,
Okay.
20-ish. Right. And he hands me, back in the day, a CD. And he's like, I just need you to listen to this. I just need you to listen to this.
Was it like a mixtape CD? Well, I would call, you know.
I was like, I don't know. Is it like a breakup? It's not like list,
well,
a
like
playlist?
we had,
like, what is
we
this?
used to make mixtapes, which were the Gen X
Well, it was
version
a
of
CD,
a CD.
right?
Yeah.
So I think there were songs that we liked on there. So he was trying to, like, get me back. Anyway, to be honest, I fucking forgot about the CD, and I'd, like, put it because I was so angry that the one thing I hate is, like, a man, like, you know, beckoning at your feet. Like, I don't like that. Like, please, like, if I have said I am done, I am done. Do not chase me. I don't like that. And if I haven't made the decision, then that's another story. Like, I've said, I want a break. You have agreed to go on that break. Give me the space that I have asked for. And I didn't get that because he fucking stalked me and rocked up at uni. Anyway, so I got the CD. A whole week goes by. I've put it in like, the little side part of your...
Mm-hmm.
I had a Toyota Yaris back in the day, and when you put it in, it had the CD player. I forgot about it, and then I remembered like a week or so later. So I put the CD in. I'm like, oh, I forgot about this, and it had a letter in it and all this fucking bullshit, whatever. I put the CD in, and it's his voice.
Oh,
like he's recorded.
Oh,
like he wants to, it would be like me voice noting you now, because you couldn't voice note back in the day.
Me.
When I was 19 in 2010 or 9, whatever year it was. Anyway, so it's him on the CD, and he's saying, I want to say whatever he said. The point was, he's like, I want you to meet me at the shrine tonight. But that was...
Did he go to the shrine and you didn't hear it?
I was like, oops.
Oh,
I wouldn't have fucking gone to the shrine anyway. So
but did he rock up
the
to you,
universe,
reckon?
the man above? I reckon 100%, because it was like
wow.
our spot. It was like where he took me on like our first date, or after the.
Because you go to the shrine on your first date.
Well, it was about the view of the city, right?
Oh,
not the. I know, right? The fucking shrine. Anyway, so I didn't go, and I don't know what happened after that. I don't know what happened after that. Oh, yeah, I saw him in person after. He made my fucking life hell, I swear to you.
What did he do?
I was living it up at the Crown with my work girlfriends at the time. He was with his friends at the Crown. He sought me out of the crowd at like around when I was playing roulette, because I like playing roulette.
Mm-hmm.
And then he started like verbally abusing me. Like, oh, look at you. Here you are out, blah, blah, blah. Like just... saying horrible things. The girls were like, let's go. Like there was nothing we could do, and I just ignored it and kept on walking out. But it was horrible, and I'm like, can't you just leave with dignity? Like just leave the relationship. No, and obviously the funny part was that I missed the whole memo about going to the shrine. That was the funny part of the story. But
well, how good's that?
I know. And then there were songs that preceded that. But it wasn't a breakup playlist, that's for sure. I do remember when Anth and I broke up. Oh my God, there was a song in the car that I just cried to, because like it's so emotion invoking that you can relate.
What are the good things about breakups?
Well, this is what I wanted to share: the amicable breakup.
Yeah.
So this couple, they posted this thing on TikTok, which I found so beautiful. To be honest, they're like, we've broken up, but we live together. And we have a spare room, so I've moved into the other room, but we still care about each other. Mm-hmm. And there was nothing about the breakup that, there was nothing that he did, nothing that she did that was wrong. They just acknowledged that they both just weren't the right people for each other. And this is what they wrote that they did after their breakup. They reverse engineered their breakup. They realised that they were not the right ones for each other, however, remained living together until one of them could find their own place. So they're like, look, don't rush. I'm not going to do anything stupid. I'm not cheating on you. There's nothing wrong. Mm-hmm. We just, they took responsibility. So they visited where they had their first date and reminisced about all the good times they had together, which I thought was sweet. They spent lots of times outdoors with each other and were really present in those last couple of weeks. They still showed affection and respect for one another, and they left no questions unanswered, and they shared their future plans. And I thought that was really sweet. Do you know any other?
No.
Do you know any amicable breakup stories?
No, I've got nothing on that. Nothing. That is amazing. That is incredible.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, let's see where Bally, Conrad and Jeremiah end up. Fuck me.
Exactly.
Please.
And probably by the time this airs, we will already know.
Everyone, don't forget, your invitation for the Naked Circle is right there in our bio. Come join us in our community where you can ask any questions anonymously. We are right there with you, enjoying life and all forms of sex, dating, and relationships.
An exclusive community for you to enjoy all the pieces of the puzzle that make us who we are, and we cannot wait for you to be exclusively a part of our little circle, the Naked Circle.
See you next week, peeps.
Bye. Thanks for listening to Sex and the One, an original podcast created by
KV and B,
produced by
B and KV,
content by
KV and B,
enthusiasm for sex,
B, and mostly KV.